So you just got your GYRFALCON HAUBERK and you're not really sure on how to make it look good. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna fix that. If you haven't been keeping up with your Destiny 2 videos recently, basically this exotic is pretty freaking good, and since a lot of you hunters are going to be using this, I want to make sure that you also look good while you have it equipped. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I did with my hunter's fashion to make this chestplate look good, and then right after that I'm going to be showing you fashion from my Discord server. That way you can leave today with some ideas of your own that you can hopefully apply to your own hunter. So go ahead and hit that like button if you end up enjoying today's video, and also consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to see more Destiny 2 fashion videos like the one I did on the Falling Sunstar. Okay, time to get rid of this monstrosity that I had on at the beginning of the video. So my main thing for starting on this set was I wanted to match the curvature of the front of the chest plate. There is a little bit of tech on the belt, but it wasn't really enough to where I needed to gravitate my whole entire build that way. But before I can start touching any armor pieces, like I've said before in the past, I like to kind of tie everything together first with a shader, and the shader I ended up choosing was Argent Terratorn. So the reason I like this shader is because of the purple color that is thrown onto the cloth, and I also like the silver color on all of the metal parts. So then I went over to the legs. I knew I wanted a lot of cloth and some armor plating. So my first choice was actually to use the Iron Forerunner strides, but I started to feel like I made something similar to that before, and I wanted to kind of make a thinner look instead of going with the bagginess that the Iron Forerunner legs provide. So after searching some more, I found the Nemean strides, and as you can see, the curvature of the plating on the legs matches perfectly with the curvature on the chest plate. And from there we went over to the arms. Now for these I had a lot of choices that you won't be seeing here, but my first choice was the Meridian Constellation grips. The problem with these was that there was almost too much cloth going on the left shoulder. So instead I wanted to see some more plating, which is why I try to go with the Lightkin grips, and then go ahead and combine those with the Neoteric Coyote cloak. The reason why I combined those two together is in the past, the fur from the cloak and the shoulder pads on the Lightkin grips kind of go really well together and make your hunter look very royal. But keeping in mind that I really wanted to use this shader, I opted to switch that out for something else, like for example the Condescent grips, because they have a bird on the shoulder which matched the bird on the chest plate, which wasn't really a bad idea, but I still ended up going with the Errant Knight 1.0 gauntlets because they did give me like bigger shoulder pads to help fill in the space between the chest plate and the hood. As for the helmet, my go-to helmet for night hunters is going to be that old Solstice hood. Now of course you can also try using the Condescent mask, but none of those were really tickling my fancy, so I decided to use the best night helmet of them all, the Mask of the Great Hunt. And once putting all of those together, all of the armor pieces just kind of ended up flowing into each other, from the cloak to the bandana around the cloak, all the way down to the cloth down in the abdomen area, and then finally ending around the waist. Now of course you and me are going to have different taste in like shaders and armor pieces, so honestly feel free to play around with the colors. This combination of armor that I made actually ended up working with a lot more shaders than I thought. And of course, to tie it all together for the screenshot, I opted to go with the sparrow that they gave us for the Solstice event in 2022, and then topping it off with that Wishender bow, which is still absolutely stunning. Go ahead and let me know what you think about my set in the comments down below. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you see some room for improvement? Anything and everything, let me know. So now we're going to go ahead and show you the fashion from my Discord server, and if you guys ever want to show up on any of my videos, go ahead and click on that link down below to join up. Now, the first set that I'm going to show you today is going to be from Versio, and he made a really edgy hunter, and I love it. I think my favorite part about this hunter is the fact that he took a very angelic and a very clean looking chest plate and then threw on Descendant Vex Chrome and made it look like edgy, rustic, and kit bashed. This next hunter from Pulsar I really like because he ended up doing something I almost did myself, which is leaning more into the like archer aesthetic that this chest plate gave me. Also, if you haven't already, whenever you go and make your own set, really try out Reef Regalia because it really does look good on this chest plate and on any armor that you may end up using with it. Now, this next one from Fashionist Azil ended up looking very similar to mine because we ended up using the same shader and the same legs. But as for the rest of it, I really like his choice on arms here. I think that these fit honestly a lot better. If I had them, I would probably use them myself. And like I said earlier, the Condescent Mask is a good substitution for the Mask of the Great Hunt if you don't have it or you don't want to use it. And of course, that Abysswalker cloak has proven itself already to work perfectly with this chest plate. This next one from Broly Dasein is actually pretty good. I like the way that he's using the like hard angles and the pointiness of the chest plate to match that together with the twisting echo armor. One of the reasons that I really wanted to show you this set specifically is because he is using Dreaming Cast, and I want you to try this out with whatever you end up coming up with. It really does add a really unique coloration to your armor. I pulled out this set from Ashes to show you even more armor alternatives in case you don't have any armor that I previously mentioned, and you can still achieve the same look. Like for example, he is using Amrita's Dream, which is a really good shader. And in case you don't have any of like the knight looking helmets, you can also use the Eternal Vengeance helmet from the Fortnite set. And that's going to be the video for today, everybody. I really hope this started to give you some ideas on what you can possibly do to incorporate this chestplate into your own armor set. Because in Destiny 2, it isn't enough to have the best build out there, you also have to look the part, because fashion is the true endgame. Let me know if you have any questions about what you saw here today or any of the fashion sets that you saw. I am always lurking in my comments section as soon as I upload a video. But as you leave here today, don't forget to hit that like button if you ended up enjoying the video, and also hit that subscribe button, especially so you don't miss out on the last video in the series, which is going to be going over the new Titan arms, which are currently disabled, or I would have already had the video out by now. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and check out another one of my videos, like for example this video that I made right here going over the new Fortnite sets that we got in the Eververse store with this season. A quick shout out to all of my Patreon members. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being you. And as for everybody else, I will be seeing you in the next video. Go ahead and click on any of the videos popping up in your end card now. And as always, stay beautiful.